Hi you guys, my name is Gurpreet. I'm going to be demonstrating your basic hand hygiene. So we will be going over the 15 to 20 second method. Now keep in mind there are other methods that are used. For example, for pre-op, we do the 2-minute scrub. So this is your basic hand hygiene that we do before and after any patient contact. And also remember with patients, for example, that have C. diff, the hand gel is not an acceptable method. So whenever in doubt, just go back to your basic hand hygiene, skip the gel. You can never go wrong with this method. So we're going to go ahead and get started. First and foremost, you want to identify if you've got any watches or any rings off. You're going to be taking that off. So we will grab a paper towel, which you can lay on the surface next to you. This is where you're going to place any items such as rings and watches. So we will go ahead and remove this, place it on the paper towel. Okay, so a few things I will discuss before we get started. At all times, you want to make sure your body does not touch this surface. You also want to make sure my elbows do not come in contact with any other surfaces that are dirty. So just be mindful of that at all times. So here, you have to keep a distance. You also want to have a garbage can ready, so that way you're not having to fidget around too much. Once you're clean, you want to stay clean. So first and foremost, you've already taken off your ring and your watches. We'll go ahead and turn on the water. You want it to be warm. Remember, some bacteria, well, depending on what's on your hands, to really clean, you want warm to hot water. Cold water in most cases is not effective. So we'll go ahead and go with warm water. So feel free to adjust your water as needed. Keeping in mindful, I'm not touching any surfaces. You got a good flow running. Okay, warm. Grab a good amount of soap and lather. The key here is friction. So you want at least 15 to 20 seconds, and you want a good amount of friction, making sure your elbows and your hands and your body are not touching any surfaces. So you want a good friction. I'm going to turn this way so you guys could see. Good amount of friction. Get between those nail beds. That's where we trap the most bacteria. You want to go all the way up to the elbows. Still, I'm not touching any other surfaces. So you can sing the ABCs at this time, whatever you prefer, 15 to 20 seconds though. Okay, a few more seconds for us. Alright, so now we're going to start with rinsing. When you are rinsing, you want to keep your hands in the lowest position and underneath the water surface. So make sure you rinse good. Generally, the water pressure isn't as high. Make sure you get a good rinse. Okay. Once you are done rinsing, you do not want to shake. Do not shake. With one paper towel. Okay, you want to turn off the water. Step back, being mindful of your body at all times. Grab another paper towel. Now here you want to pat, 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 pat. Throw it away. Other side. Pat, pat, pat. Throw it away. No double dipping. So I cannot start from the top of my hand, go to the bottom and go back up. You always want to go from your fingers to your elbows. It's okay to use more paper towels. You want to make sure your hands are clean. So use as many paper towels as you need. In my case, I find that at least 6 pieces work. And at this point, my hands are clean. So I can go ahead and put on my watch and my ring. So a few key things I did want to review before we end this is you want to make sure your body does not come in contact with the surface. Be mindful of your elbows, because you defeat the whole purpose of hand hygiene if my elbows are touching any other surface. And yeah, whenever in doubt, do hand hygiene unless otherwise indicated. For example, when you need a more extensive hand washing technique, such as the surgical scrub. Remember, in certain cases, like C. difficile, you cannot use hand gel. So whenever in doubt, just do your hand hygiene. Thank you guys. Have a good day.